We intentionally try to schedule as many home games as possible. After being on the road so much last year with the building of the facility, we thought that being on at home as much as possible would kind of give us a little bit of an advantage, and also kind of allow us to sink our teeth into being at home, which I felt like we just got to scrape the surface of last year. Starting off with an opponent like Baldwin Wallace was also intentional. I'm a big believer in if you want to be the best, you have to beat the best. And that's what we're going to see in conference. We're going to see top 25 teams basically week in and week out. So we might as well set the bar high and kind of see where we are right off the bat and take on a top 10 opponent.
I think it's been really good. We've got a we got a really talented freshman class that's kind of come in, and they're going to have to contribute a lot. But we've also got a lot of guys who are, sophomores and juniors now who have contributed a lot in past years. And they're going to have to step up big time this year. And I think that the preseason we've kind of done a really good job of just working hard, getting after it, having fun, enjoying the new facility for sure. So I think it makes it a lot easier whenever you get to go out to a place like that every day to practice.
Team came back kind of head on. I know a lot of guys were working very hard on the break. December, beginning parts of center term before we had practice. So I think once the team really got back together, we were kind of all ready to start getting ready for the season, start getting ready for games. And I know that's something that a lot of people have kind of been looking forward to, because we play a lot of inter squads. We play a lot of us versus ourselves, and they're really looking forward to kind of playing another team, another opponent that we don't know, that we can kind of take games a little bit more personally then.
I think our strength will be in depth. We've got Cameron Teggy, Mason King. David Sickles has been lights out so far since he was abroad in the fall, so we didn't really see him much then, but since he came back, he's been pretty lights out. We've got the transfer, Josh Livingood, who was really good in the fall, and he's continued to show that he's going to have to throw this year. I think in the past, we had guys like Carson Werman, but who did you have to follow up Carson Werman? And this year I think it's more of you have guys that can come in after somebody who comes and gives a good 6-inning start, and you can feel confident that they're going to close out that game in a good way.
16 new people because we have one transfer. They have risen the bar as far as comparing them to previous freshman classes, or just kind of creating a little bit more competition than some people are used to. They're really solid in terms of talent. They fill a lot of positions, and there's not really any open roles that they don't fill. They just kind of fit in wherever they need to, and it's been really good.
Just to give Carson Werman his due, it's really difficult to think about replacing him with one player. And I think the thing that I've had to get most comfortable with as the coach going into this year is more of a fluid pitching staff. And so that means we'll probably shy away from putting a lot of labels on guys as starters on the weekend, or midweek starters, or long relief, or closer type guys. I think what we'll look for, just given the situation, and it could be matchup, left, right, could be position in a game. It could be who's healthy and ready to go right now. But we'll look for guys to give us 2 or 3 innings at a time early in the year of their quality, their best stuff, and then we'll move on to the next guy, which is going to create a lot of opportunities for guys. It won't necessarily give them that ability to call themselves this role within a pitching staff, but I think it'll give us the flexibility that we need to get the most out of our staff.